Hello Cavern fans, and how are you tonight? Welcome back to Andy's Cavern, and you're all welcome. Hope you're all well out there. So, what's been going on? Big John Fury, the fighting man, he's calling out Logan Paul now, Jake Paul's brother. He's challenging him to a fight now. Is he the boy that cried wolf? Is he ever going to fight anybody? Who knows? I mean, he is a boxer. He was a boxer, a heavyweight boxer back in his day in the 90s, I think it was. So he could box at one point, but at a lower level than obviously than his son Tyson. But he was a fighting man. I don't think he's a fighting man anymore. He keeps saying he is. I mean, he's been going to fight Mickey Theo. He was going to be fighting Carl Froch, wasn't he? Who else has he been going to fight? Big Joe Egan. None of it's come to fruit, is it? So, though he says he's fed up with people calling him a coward and saying this and saying that, and he wants to fight Logan Paul, but if he'd fought the other guys, people would respect him more, because people respect. I think you gain respect if you're a man of your word and do what you say you're going to do. But so far, he's been doing a lot of talking about fighting, but he hasn't actually fought for years. So that's not to say he can't fight, but we don't know, do we? The proof will be in the pudding if it actually happens. So, is he after a payday? There's money with the Paul guys, isn't there? The Logan and Jake Paul. There's money hangs about them. So if you can get on one of their shows or get a fight with one of them, there's money to be made. So could be that. Could be about money. He's been getting a lot of bad press, him and Tommy, after this pulling out the Darren Till fight. So, which is understandable. Darren Till's probably the first person I've seen put it on them at press conferences. It's usually the other way about. I think Big John was threatening Jake and Logan Paul's dad at one point, threatening KSI, punching the perspex, kicking tables over, and then 6 months ago or whatever it was, headbutting one Usyk team, smallest one. So that doesn't really bode well for saying you're a fighting man. Or it makes him look like a bully. Whether he is a bully or not, I don't know. Never met the man, but it makes him look like a bully. Darren Till's obviously stood up to the bully. He's bullied the bully. I did a video with that the other day. And he didn't seem to like it, did he? So now he's coming out. I mean, I heard a rumour that perhaps Tommy's pulled out the fight to fight Jake Paul because there'd be more money in that or something. So that could be the case. So, but time will tell. Is Big John going to fight Logan Paul in the undercard, and how would that go? Well, Logan Paul, I don't know what age he is. I'm guessing he's still in his 20s. He is a young, fit man, and I think he did wrestling and that, so he's going to be very athletic. The Big John's 59. He's a big guy, but he's 59, and like I've said before, I don't want to see people that age in the boxing ring or that. It's maybe different if they're fighting each other, and I've said before as well, it's not up to me. It's not my decision. It's none of my business who fights. So I'm not here telling anybody what to do. I'm just a boxing fan talking about boxing. But if they want to do it, that's up to them, providing the past medicals and whatnot. I don't know about misfit stuff, if you have to get a licence of sorts, or who sanctions that. I don't believe it's under the British Board of Control, so I just hope there's proper safety measures in place. Any of the misfit stuff I've seen people taking ridiculous headshots, and referees, in my opinion, leaving things to go on too long. I think it's only a matter of time before somebody gets injured in misfits. I hope they don't, and I hope they don't anybody seriously injured or worse, you know. We don't want to see that. That's not what it's about. That's not entertainment if somebody's getting injured. So yeah, so will it happen? Probably not, I don't think. If it does, I'll put my hand up and say I'm surprised if it does happen. And what happens if it does take place? I think Logan Paul probably beats John Fury. I mean, if he's 30 years younger. I think that Tyson fight against Jake Paul, as I've said before, that should never have been allowed to take place. Especially being sanctioned as a real fight. Real fight, apparently. By the Texas Commission. So, as I've said, they should be hanging their heads in shame for sanctioning something like that. So, I'm guessing that won't be the case. Big John can't go to America because of his criminal record. So, it's not going to be in America. Is he after Saudi money? Could he be hoping something goes on out in Saudi and that's where it takes place? Anywhere in the world except America, he said. So, I'm guessing it'll be here or in Saudi if, and that's a big if, big enormous if, if it happens, but don't hold your breath. I don't believe it will happen. If it does, I'll be surprised. I don't mind being proved wrong, so if it does happen, I'll watch it because it's some sort of boxing, isn't it? My channel's predominantly a boxing channel, so whether I like it or not, I'll watch stuff. Just so I can talk about it, because at the end of the day, that's what I'm doing, talking about boxing. It doesn't mean I approve of it all, so we'll wait and see. And other news, I see the Cobra caught up with a gad. Put it on him. Put it on him. I actually saw a different side to the gad. I recommend you to go and watch that Froch on Fighting. When Carol caught up with the gad. Put it on him about talking shit. I've never met the gad. Reading between the lines, I don't think he's a bad person. I don't think he's doing his job as a journalist. That's what I see. He's more like a, and he says it's people are talking shit when they say that, but to me, and this is all in my opinion, you might agree, you might disagree. At the end of the day, that's your choice. Everybody's got their own opinion. Opinions are like backsides, everybody's got one. I think he behaves like a fanboy around. He has done a lot of, he is a proper journalist, apparently. Well, he has been for many years, and Froch was giving him kudos for some of his journalistic work, but I don't know. I can't remember what he was like before, but in recent times, he's always been thereabouts, isn't he? But in recent times, he's hanging out the back of people, and he's probably afraid to lose access. But for my opinion is, journalists who have access need to be asking proper questions and holding people to account. A bit like mainstream journalists in government, interviewing government figures. They need to hold them to account because they're controlling things and ballsing things up that's affecting ordinary people, isn't it? So, after all, Westminster, for me, it's just like a swamp of corruption, isn't it? So, but I digress. That's no Westminster I'm talking about. I'm talking about boxing. But people like the Gad need to be holding people to account, whether it's boxing promoters, boxers, boxing trainers, anybody in boxing, the boxing board of control. They need to take a firm line on things, because at the end of the day, it's all about getting the fights, proper fights. If people are ducking people, that needs to be addressed. Stuff like that. If there's people failing drug tests, that needs to be addressed properly. Any form of corruption, if there's bad judging going on, the judges need to be addressed, don't they? Referees, they need to be held to account. All these people need to be held accountable for their actions, because when it comes to judging, wrong people getting a decision can, like for example, somebody's involved in a title fight and they get what is widely regarded as robbed, say, in the title fight. That guy's next defence, if he'd won the title, he'd be getting a great payday and being able to feed his family with a steak instead of egg and chips. And maybe not the best example, but you know what I'm getting at. So his next fight, and then he might wait years for another title shot, you know, and he should have been rightfully be a champion and having title defences. He's robbed by the judges, whether it be corruption or incompetence. That's to the detriment of the fighter. That doesn't make any difference to that judge, because he'll get the same pay, I'm guessing, for any fight he's doing. So, but all these things need to be held to account, these people, and that's what, in my mind, that's what the boxing journalists should be doing. So anyway, that's enough waffle for me tonight, and hope you're all well out there. Don't forget, boxers in need, all for a good cause. You hear me talking about quite a lot of videos, so I think that's a worthy cause if you look up www.boxersinneed.com. So, okie dokie guys, hope you're all doing well with your Christmas shopping and Christmas plans and getting organised. Getting ready to eat too much. Yeah. It's that time of year, isn't it? There's food and drink everywhere, and just try to take it in moderation. I don't want to be coming out the other end a stone heavier or anything like that. So, but you've got to enjoy yourself all the same. Life's for living, isn't it? It's not a dress rehearsal, so we're here for a good time, not a long time. So, but you've got to make the most of it while we're here. Be happy and be healthy. Okay guys, till the next time, take care. Cheers.